Well. Electric unicycles are dangerous, they say, so let's ride one in the snow. Welcome to a proper Montreal winter ride where the fun starts when the road gets sloppy. Today, I'm on the Nosfet Aero. I specifically picked this wheel for winter because of its manageable weight and perfect medium size. It's agile enough for the slush and powerful enough to throw about anything at it. I'm used to ride in the winter and off-road with my good old heavy and mighty veteran Sherman-S that weighs almost double the Aero. Let me tell you, the handling is quite a drastic improvement over its big brother. Let's talk about the tire. I'm running a Chinese off-road tire, which work really well, by the way. You absolutely need the extra grip in the snow. Without it, you're just sliding all over the place. Here's a picture. You can find it on Amazon, but it's quite expensive compared to the other tire size. For example, on the 14-inch rims like the Lynx, you can buy a Shinko 244 for around 55 Canadian dollars or 40 USD. But this little knobby costed me a whopping $122 Canadian, which is more than double. There is also this winter tire that I considered, but since it has no reviews and not much depth to the tread, I decided to pass. As you might doubt, I have a 3D printer at home, so we may as well use it. To keep it short, all 3D models will be in the description. We have this latch extender that makes the use way easier even with gloves. This is a must. Then I've made and printed these platforms that you need to drill holes in your pedal to secure and screw. The studs are stainless screws, number 6-3x8 inches. Then the power pads. Well, you might suspect that these are the Grizzlasting copies, I hear you say. That's because it is. These are downscaled to about 75% of their real size and they fit the small Aero perfectly. Please don't sue me, Grizzla. I must warn you, do not download them in the link below, because there's no link. Why choose a small or big AUC in winter? Like you see in this example. The small Aero could not go through this snow bump. If it was on a bigger 14-inch wheel, like the Lynx or Sherman, it would have gone through without problem due to the bigger wheel diameter and weight. However, a bigger wheel will be more difficult to regain control once it starts to slide, and a small wheel is just more fun overall. So unless you cover really long distances, I will recommend staying with a smaller and nimbler electric unicycle. It's minus 10 degrees Celsius at the time of recording. Then how to dress in the cold? You really want a warm and long winter jacket that goes below the belt that prevents the wind coming between the pants and jacket. Talking of pants, I wear a fleece pant with motorcycle pants over them. As for my hands, I received these high visibility warm gloves as a gift and they fit perfectly with my yellow vest. They are warm and have a film inside them that prevent the water to seep inside. Wearing a high visibility vest really makes a huge difference of the behavior of the people around. They tend to be a lot more careful. I know I almost look like a cop, but that's the point. That brief moment of hesitation is enough to make drivers more careful. They'll be more likely to stop completely and give me space. Compared when I don't wear my vest, people will often cut me and drive too close. But with the vest they keep more distance and don't pass me as often. It's overall a lot safer and it looks better for the police too. Personally, I never got arrested, but I ride very carefully. I got a little distracted here, but let's talk about my boots. I just wear regular motorcycle boots from the brand Nortiv 8. In the last 5 years, I bought at least 3 sets of them. They are durable, versatile, and comfortable, though not the best for prolonged winter riding. I even bought a pair with toe cap for my work. I really recommend them. They are sold on Amazon. In Montreal, riding is possible in winter. This is the dedicated cycle path. And you can see that the city has done a decent job clearing it most of the time. But it's still packed with snow. This is actually better than ice. See that slush puddle? You'll need to have a decent mud guard setup to prevent splashing all over your beautiful body, as well as a decent knobby tire. Cars behavior. Cars are generally a bit slower and more cautious in the snow. Except for this Toyota driver who was very eager to pass me for a red light. But in the end, the EUCs always catches up, so it doesn't matter. But always assume that they can't see you, and bonus tip, ride like all cars drivers want to run you over. Always anticipate the worst possible situation so you won't be taken by surprise. Never ride close to parked cars. Always keep a full open door distance, even if it momentarily blocks the traffic behind you. It's a crucial safety buffer. Imagine crashing because of a sudden car door, only to be hit by the car behind. Something similar happened not long ago. Danger under the snow. You know how bad Montreal potholes are in the summer? In the winter, they're just hidden under snow. If you see a patch of snow where it should be pavement, assume the worst. Prepare to jump or gently go around, or keep your legs soft and flexible to absorb the pothole. But careful, like you saw, only the very side of my tire has touched the edge of the hole, which forced the wheel to incline sideways and nearly took me down. In this specific case, my spiked pedals were a lifesaver. Emergency stops. If you have to brake suddenly, don't do it at full power, or you'll lose traction and fall on your back. Instead, brake quickly but progressively, adjusting your power as you start to feel the tire lose grip. Practice is everything. I strongly recommend that you practice emergency braking at least 20 to 30 times in a secured but sleepy environment. For example, a parking lot or a park. That way, you will develop reflexes, so if an unpredicted emergency braking were to happen, your body will act without thinking, instead of panicking and crashing. In my case, I did a lot of challenging off-road both in summer and winters, which has really made me confident in unusual terrains. To summarize, even with the technical challenges, nothing beats this feeling. The quiet float on fresh snow is a unique form of freedom you don't ever get in a car. It feels more like an adventure than a boring chore. Plus, it's a great workout for your core, leg, and balance. Is it practical in Montreal? Absolutely. It's faster than the bus and a lot more fun than sitting in traffic. To wrap this up, I think the EUC with the right gear is one of the best way to get around. But here's an important piece of advice. Don't use it for every commute. To maximize the fun factor, keep things balanced. I still walk, run, and even use the Big C bike share when I don't want to carry my wheel. That way, when I get back on my EUC, I really appreciate the ride. Thank you for watching, like and subscribe. These videos takes a lot of time and effort to make. Let me know in the comments. Do you ride in the winter too? If yes, what is your setup? Share it. Bye bye.